Hi everyone. I think this is only like my third ever Facebook Live. Here we go. I just wanted to share a few things that are personal to me and why we created the Freedom Project and why it's so important to me. So I'm going to share a little story with you all out there in Facebook land. When I first started my, we'll say, journey of self-discovery a few years ago, in some people's eyes, I kind of dove down that road very quickly. I had never been a spiritual person before in my life. I never meditated. I didn't have a background in any kind of spirituality, metaphysics, quantum physics, anything like that. So when I've kind of discovered this whole world, I dove pretty deep, pretty fast. That's who I am as a person. When I believe in something, I jump in head first. And I want to learn it, and I want to understand it, and I want to apply it. So I started making some serious internal changes within me. And then I started going to some workshops, and pretty quickly, I implemented some massive changes in my life, massive changes that I needed. But at the time, I had plenty of people telling me that it was too quick, or I shouldn't be making these changes this quickly, or I need to slow down, or I need to have, whatever people told me, that their opinions on how fast my transformation should take place. I knew deep inside I was ready for massive changes. Listen, there's many people out there that aren't. There's many paths that don't require massive changes. For me, it did. I was in a place where I was desperate for change, and I was desperate to have a different life. So I made some massive changes in my life. And like I said, I had many people telling me that was wrong, or that I was moving too quickly down this road. I also had a few that were supporting me with that. Hi, Jess. I also had a small group that was extremely supportive in that massive change. And, even though I hadn't known them for very long, they became like my family. So I was able to make these kind of massive changes in my life. And to me, that is why the Freedom Project is so special to me in that aspect. Because as I said to our last group on my first session with them, I will never be the one that tells you you can't do something, or you shouldn't be doing that quickly, or to think it more through, or whatever that may be. I will never be the person to tell you that, because I so believe that if you know in your heart you are supposed to do something, if you feel it in your bones, then do it. Then take the leap, take the jump. It will always work out if you're following your heart, if you're following your intuition. I had many people tell me that, the marriage I was in, I should just love him through it, and but I knew deep inside that's not what I was supposed to do. But I was too scared at the time. I was too scared to make massive changes. So the more I did this work, the more I did the internal work, I knew inside that's not what I was supposed to do. So once I was able to get over those fears and make those massive changes, my life completely transformed. And, I'd always wanted a deep love, and I was able to find that. And on the outside, it was big, massive changes. But on the inside was even bigger changes. When I say I became a new person, I mean, that's not even close to what really happened, and not even necessarily that I became a new person. I think I became who I was as a child. I became that person again, and I'm realizing that on my journey. But again, the reason why I'm telling you that story is because that is, again, why the Freedom Project is so personal to me. Because I think there's people out there that are ready for massive changes, and they don't necessarily have the support or the tools to do that. I don't think all people are. I don't think the Freedom Project is for everybody. I think it's an extremely intense 4-week course that if you're ready for that, this will get you there. But not everybody's ready for that. So I wanted to share my story and how, how for me, I want to support people that were in my position, that were ready for massive change in their life, but they don't have the support, and they don't have the tools to do it. They just know they need to do it. So I wanted to share that with you guys and just give you a little background on the Freedom Project. If you've been following my posts, my part in it is breath work, which I'm super excited to work with people on. I have been working through it and working through it in my own practice. And most people have no idea how powerful their own breath is. They think, oh, I know how to breathe. Why do I need to learn how to breathe? And it's just so much deeper than that. I truly believe in order to release old emotions, old beliefs, things that have been there our whole lives, you really have to release them out of your body along with your mind. Just as important to release them out of your body. And not a lot of us know how to do that. So more will come on that. But yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit more about the Freedom Project with everybody and why it's one of the aspects of why it's so important to me. So if you are interested in finding out more, you can email freedomproject222@gmail.com, and I would be happy to send you some more information. The website will be up soon. But again, it's not for everybody. It's for those that are really ready to take a big, massive leap in their lives. And again, it's, to me, I see so much now how important it is to not only deal with it mentally and emotionally, but physically as well. And that's really why I think we're much different than anything out there, because we really support you in all three of those areas. So yeah, email me, check out my Facebook page. I've got info on there. And I'm excited to share more with you guys. Tons of love. Love you all. Thank you, Jess and Dan, for listening to me. And I think somebody up, Ricardo. It's awesome. Thanks, guys. I love you, and I'm excited to share more about the project with you. Mwah.